As parents, we all want our kids to be active and have a good time when they're young, but we've also got to keep an eye out on preventing injuries. That's why I'm visiting the Raleigh Orthopedic Clinic to talk with Dr. Marty Isbell about ACL injuries. And you are seeing a tremendous amount of ACL injuries in adolescents, aren't you?
We are, and we're seeing it more and more than we used to. It seems like in the last 5 to 10 years, the incidence of adolescent girls, especially tearing their ACLs, has gone up dramatically.
Why is that happening?
It's tough to know. We see a lot more kids that are single sport specific. You know, you get these kids that are involved in sports that they require their ACL. You know, it's the main ligament in your knee that you need for doing cutting and pivoting sports. Soccer certainly being one of those. And so you get a kid in that age category that tears it. For the most part, they end up requiring surgery, and so there's not much of a way around it. Most of the time, we end up fixing them. Wow.
Let's talk about prevention. Are there any things that kids can do to prevent these types of injuries?
We're on the search for that. You know, the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons on their website has some things that parents can look at, and it shows some different injury prevention things that you can do, especially for ACLs. There may be some strength training things that we can work on, some balance training, some jumping training, teaching these kids how to land correctly and cut and pivot correctly. But there are some things we have at our Athletic Performance Center, which is run by Exos. We have some ACL classes where kids can come in and train, and hopefully we can prevent some of these things. Nothing's perfect or foolproof, but I certainly think we've got some things we can do that we can work on.
So once someone does injure that ACL, when it comes to repairing it, surgery, that's it?
Not much of a choice. I mean, you get the isolated partial tear of the ACL or something that's not as bad that sometimes we can rehab and do things to avoid that. But in general, the great majority end up having surgery.
All right. Well, this is good information to know. Hopefully we'll prevent some kids from hurting themselves so young.
Let's hope so. Everybody thinks we want to operate on people, but the truth is we can prevent some that would be great. So.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Isbell.
Thank you.
You can learn a whole lot more about ACL injuries, how to treat them, as well as to prevent them by visiting the website for Raleigh Orthopedic Clinics. You can find them online at RaleighOrtho.com.